So our business plan is based on our visit to Plant for Plastic located in Kuching. This nursery is closely related to Sarawak Eco Areas and it is still new, which is developed since October 2023. So this nursery is involved in sale of ornamental plants and garden supplies, and then they are also provides landscaping and consultation service. And this nursery develop biodiversity gardens and supply tree species for reforestation program. Moreover, most of the funding come from non-governmental organization like UNICEF. The main goals of this nursery is to support environmental conservation by generating funds through plant sales. Another goal is to promote awareness about environmental protection and biodiversity conservation by encourage public to participate in sustainable practice. The nursery is also aims to provide ornamental plants and gardening supplies, basic landscaping service, and support biodiversity garden development.
For the market research, this nursery targeted both individual and institution customers. These include homeowners, gardening hobbies, and also urban residents who are interested in tropical and ornamental plants. They usually look for plants that are suitable for local climate and easy to maintain, especially erect ornamental plants for landscaping and also decoration. As for the institution, this includes schools, NGOs, government agencies, and also companies. These organizations often require large quantity of plants, especially tree species for reforestation and environmental programs, as well as landscaping and also consultation services. There is also increasing demand for organic and eco-friendly products such as organic fertilizer due to growing environmental awareness. When we compare the competitors, most businesses usually focus on only one area. Large nurseries mainly sell plants, landscaping companies only provide services, and even venues only offer space. But for Plant for Plastic nursery, it is different because it combines plant sale, sustainability, indoor event space, and community activities in one place. This shows that there is a strong opportunity for an integrated nursery business like this. With the business strategy, firstly is the main product. So the main product of this nursery is tropical plants and ornamental plants, with a special focus on erect plant species that are commonly used for landscaping and decoration. They also supply selected tree species for reforestation programs to support environmental conservation. Moreover, they also sell organic fertilizer to encourage eco-friendly gardening practices. And they also offer an indoor event space that can be rented for workshop, meeting, and small events. Besides that, they also operate a community gift shop that sells handmade products from local artisans, which help to support the local community. To attract and retain customers, they use social media such as Instagram and Facebook to promote their plant services and also events. They also collaborate with school, NGOs, and companies for reforestation and environmental
The operational
programs.
plan for the nursery Plant for Plastic operates under a physical residential property which was transformed into a nursery. This nursery located in Jalan Simpatera Kuching. It applies a particular system of racks and shelves for the organized method of inventory and maintenance. This is to maximize efficiency of the facility, and it also provides positional advantages for tropical and ornamental plants for their physiological needs. For example, plants that require sun exposure to those who are not. And by utilizing the vertical space, it can sustain a large volume of plant cuttings, seedlings, and also native tree species to be used in reforestation projects. And it is also made up of 5 operational staff, and they are the main factors for the various sources of revenues and also community-oriented services within the nursery besides plant care. Um, in the nursery, 2 workers are in charge of overseeing the community gift shop, while the other 2 operates in handling the event room, the indoor event room for hosts, workshops, seminars, and also community. And the other one will be the manager. And the nursery has therefore this nursery has a sustainable social enterprise model which encourages the conservation of environment and has managed to gain control of its operating costs through the coordination of these 5 employees in the retail, maintenance, and community service sectors. An operational plan for this nursery are tools. So, items that are used, such as plant racks and shelves, which are used for vertical placement to maximize space and displaying ornamental plants. Second are sprayers, which are used for misting, irrigation, and applying pest control to plant on all shelf levels. 3 are shears, which is used in pruning, trimming, and taking plant cuttings for propagation. Third is pots and also ceramic pots, which are used for retail sales and also housing ornamental plants. Fifth is polybags. These are used for seedlings and tree species which are intended for reforestation programs. 6 is wheelbarrows. This acts as transporting tools such as transporting heavy loads of soil, inventory, and also large plants. 7 is cocoa peat, soil, sand, and peat moss. These are various growing mediums that are created to specialize potting mixes for different species. 8 is organic fertilizers, which are stored on shelves to maintain plant health sustainably, and also for market use. And 9 is furniture. This is for indoor event space and also the nursery office.
Now moving on to the financial plan for Plants for Plastic Nursery. Let's begin with the startup costs. Plants for Plastic Nursery benefited from a pre-owned building which kept costs low. Renovations and refurbishments ranged between 5,000 to 7,000 ringgit, while gardening tools cost about 1,700 ringgit. Nursery inventory including fertilizers, seedlings, pots added together is 3,250 ringgit. Altogether, the startup cost was between 9,950 and 11,950 ringgit. This is a relatively reasonable investment for a small-scale nursery like Plants for Plastics. Now, looking at the revenue, the nursery projects an annual income of 57,000 ringgit. This comes from 4 main sources, which are plant and gardening supply sales at around 17,000 ringgit, handmade merchandise sales at 3,000 ringgit, community programs and events at around 19,000 ringgit, and landscaping and consultation services provided by the Plants for Plastics Nursery at around 18,000 ringgit. Most importantly, this revenue is not aimed at maximizing profit, but also at sustaining conservation programs. On the other hand, the expenses side starts with the monthly operating cost of a total of around 2,435 ringgit. This includes items such as seedlings, materials, utilities, communication, transportation, and maintenance of the nursery. Worker salaries at around 1,900 per month. When combined, the total annual expenses of this nursery can reach around 52,020 ringgit. After calculating the revenue and knowing the expenses at around 58,200 ringgit and 52,020 ringgit respectively for both revenue and expenses of this nursery, the nursery achieved an annual profit of about 6,180 ringgit. This translates to a profit margin of about 10.6%. While low and modest, this margin is international. because the nursery prioritizes sustainability and reinvents surplus into conservation efforts. Lastly, for the financial plan, Plans for Plastic Nursery operates as a social enterprise. It has a financial plan that emphasizes on environmental conservation over profit. Income is reinvested into reforestation projects, awareness campaigns, and community engagement. This model ensures both financial stability and ecological impact, aligning business success with sustainability goals. That is one of the most highest objective of this
Based on
nursery.
the visit, the nursery supports environmental sustainability by applying eco-friendly practice. The nursery also reducing waste through recycling and reuse, like selling the second-hand uh, pot and ceramic containers from other nursery that are closing down. This nursery also do reforestation programs, and then they works with local communities like home growers and villages to supply tree species. In terms of business sustainability, the nursery ensuring stable income, good cost management, product variety, and continuous customer support. This can be achieved by providing different products and service such as ornamental plants, consulting service, and basic landscaping. Therefore, maintaining plant quality and provide basic plant care advice is to increase uh, customer satisfaction and encourage repeat purchase. Furthermore, the use of online platforms like WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook is to help to reach with the market to promote the nursery product. And lastly, proper record keeping is to ensure the efficient use of resources and stable business performance.